Hey, Phil Got Memories here. Okay, so I have mini DV and HDV tapes, and I've got a situation which is extremely common. Probably 1 in 10 tapes have this issue, and this is clogging the video heads. Now, this particular customer's job was 70% HDV, which is a mini DV format. It does look like mini DV. It looks like the same tapes, but it's high definition on it. For those of you out there sitting there on your armchairs trolling, yes, I am capturing this in standard def because I did give the customer the option to capture in HD, gave him the price, and he said no, SD is fine. So anyway, this particular tape here doesn't have a top on it. It kept crimpling the stuff. Sometimes it's easier just to peel the top off the tape. I'm sure there's many armchair people out there that are sitting there going, no, you've got to get the little tiny microscopic pin and da. No, don't have time for that, okay? If that pin is busted on it, I'm taking the top off. Now, this particular tape here, this is what's happened. I looked, 12 minutes in, blue screen. It's still playing, but this is what you need to look for at the end of every single mini DV capture. Every single one of them, unless it says an hour and 3 minutes or like an hour and 33 or whatever, if it's long play, is this. Look at this blue screen right here. And then, look at this. Woo, what is this? Oh, what is this? All right, so this is frozen, even though it's running. Hold on. It's going, but look at that. That is actually running right now. It's a pixelated mess. There's no audio. Audio is up. And look, it's just doing that. Now, your everyday transfer company is just going to put a sticker on it and tell you your tape has gone bad. Okay? There is a chance they might have gone bad, but any company you're choosing, or if you're doing this yourself, you have to have multiple players to cross-reference it. I say 3 minimum, 5 ideally, because these things are going to keep screwing up. They're all old, and they all have their quirks and issues. Now, look at this. This is still pixelating. It's still rolling, but look. This is what people are getting back from all these companies. And this is Christmas morning, 2008. Playing fine. And then it just goes to crap. And all these companies out there are like, oh, your tape's gone bad. When it's their player. Or it is actually the tape. There might be a physical problem with it that's impeding the transport of it. This one here, you run a head cleaner through it. Now, I do have a Sony head cleaner here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to run that anyway. But what I'm also going to do is run it on another mini DV, because this is actually DV. I hope it's DV, not HDV. And I'm going to and whenever you put in these tapes in, you have to be so careful. Oh, why is this not now going over to the player? All right, hold on. Play edit. All right, let's see. Is it going to play? Oh, see, look. Do you see that? Here, look. It'll flash. Hold on. Look at this HDV. It says on the HDV playback. Just so you know, if you are putting in HDV recordings into a mini DV player, sometimes it's just blue screen. It doesn't give you a warning at all. And all these crappy companies are just like, oh, your tape is blank. You're like, wait a minute. No, it's not. So like this tape here, out of 55 tapes, like 32 of them are HDVs. And I catch it. Like, you have to. This is why you hire pros to do this. Not. Okay, look, it's going to say HDV. Maybe it's not. I want to make sure that you can see it. Come on. I'm going to do it. Yeah, anyway, it's not... it's not playing it. That one then has dirty heads, possibly. And I was thinking back, that one did have a pixelation issue on another tape, which I cleaned up earlier, which was running fine. So it tells me that this, yeah, look, I mean, it's blue, so the average company person is gonna be like, no, your tape has gone bad, even though it's got, you know, it's Christmas 2008 through 2009. Okay, let's put this back in here. And this is HDV specific, okay? Has to be HDV. So if you're looking out there for high, you know, for regular mini DV, even though it says DV on there, and it was coming through 4x3, not 16x9. So, which led me to believe, because you have to see, know what you're looking at. 16x9 has the bars. Once it's done, it is widescreen, which is HDV. DV is going to be 4x3. This is tape 30. Okay, let's see. You can hear it. Hear and listen to that noise. Yeah, look at this. Now sometimes, and I have read ran the cleaner through it, but the picture popped up for an, oh, there it is again. Hold on, let's see if the audio is coming through. But this is extremely common with mini DV and HDV. Okay, it clears up. Now, it is common to have that at the beginning. Now, I did have to take the lid off of that tape, and at the beginning, at the beginning, it was all crimpled, like it had been caught up in the camera, you know, 10 years ago or whatever. So I never know what I'm getting with all these tapes, where they've been, what the story is, have they been handled with care, have they been stored correctly, have they been, you know, chewed up and crammed back inside of the player again, and then 20 years later, old Muggins here is dealing with undoing that 20-year-old mishap from when the kids put a PB&J sandwich into the VCR, and now it's screwed up 3 of my VCRs in the process, and I got to spend $400 on parts and repairs and downtime and all that stuff. So what I'm going to do with this tape now is I'm going to just shelve it. This I'm going to get a red sticker on it. I'm going to pull it, and then I'm going to clean it. It might just be that either the head is really, really dirty or the head is worn. And when the head is worn, that's when it becomes complex. You have to order the heads very, very short supply. The factory on these, you know, ceased operation 15 years ago. There's a handful of people holding on to spare parts and charging a fortune, rightly so, supply and demand. So that is the reality of this industry, and quality companies are paying the high prices for all these spare parts because that's all that's out there. The cheap companies, if they've got cheap pricing, it's because they're not repairing their equipment. My repair bills, parts, everything, every single month is astronomical. I do a lot of it myself, but a lot of it I give over to Tim at Arizona Video Electronics. He has the parts, resources, the time, dedication to get that stuff done in an efficient manner, because with me doing it, I'm so busy just digitizing stuff that all of my equipment that's inoperable, which is just constant, builds up, and I don't have equipment to keep this machine going, literally the machine being the business. So it pays me just to outsource it and hand it over to Tim, who does amazing work, and if there's any problems, he's dealing with it. And I can keep it going. So yeah. But with mini DV, HDV, a very, very, very problematic format. It has to be monitored. All this stuff has to be monitored. I would say out of 10 tapes, 2 tapes I have issues with out of every 10. And sometimes those 2 tapes will take me multiple tries, and also damaging equipment as well. So if you're digitizing this yourself, you're gonna need three players, 5 ideally. And head cleaners, you're gonna need tiny little screwdrivers, and you're gonna need specific manuals for those specific model numbers, and a lot of patience. And you're really gonna have to be taking the covers off all those screws and learning all the internals. If you screw one thing up, especially with these mini DV tapes, they're so small, and taking them to pieces, again, you're gonna have to learn how to take all this stuff to pieces, because your stuff might perform perfectly. Good on you if it does. But if it doesn't, that's when the problems occur. And when people start to contact me wanting me to, well, 2 ways around this. They're wanting me to, do it, and I get all the crappy tapes. They're like, oh yeah, I've done all the easy stuff. Here's all the hard stuff. Great, thanks for that. And then there's the other people. God bless these people. But when you call and you email and you go, I've got 57 videotapes. I'm going through my own stuff right now, doing it all myself. And I want to call you and spend your time to diagnose now for the next 45 minutes, your time for free, diagnose my problem in front of, I've got no visuals of, don't know what's going on. So go ahead and start to answer all of my questions. I get emails with questions. Like, I'm going to sit there for 2 hours for free and diagnose your problems. Do not do that to any business owner ever. I get business owners that hit me up and go, hey, I'm a business owner just like you. I love your reviews. I love your passion. I love your videos and all this stuff. And I value time and I value expertise just like in my business. And can you answer these 17 questions, because I'm trying to be cheap and do all this myself? And I'll call you as well next week. I'll call you and text you because I need to know the answers to these for free. Don't ever do that to a business owner. This is happening again and again. I get it. People are frustrated. They're trying to do their own stuff. But if there's any company or business owner on YouTube, you do not call them and waste their time asking for free advice. If you want to give me $5,000, yeah, I'll sit there and diagnose all your crap. Just like if you've got your own business and people are trying to get you to go, hey, my engine won't start on my car, and it goes ping. Can you go ahead and tell me everything? I want to know the price, the parts. I'm going to do this myself. I'm going to take the camshaft out and everything. So please tell me, Mr. Mechanic, right now. I want to do this myself. Tell me everything. And I'm in New Jersey and you're in Phoenix. That's what I get constant, and it just blows my mind. I'm like, what? Anyway, there's my little rant there about all of the people out there that are so cheeky. And just, I get that like maybe 5 emails a week. All my content on YouTube is free. I'm giving all this information, quarter a century of dedicated work, knowledge out on YouTube. But if you need advice, the other one is, I'm starting my own business. I need to know every single model number of every single thing. Every single thing. I need to know this. I need to know that. Payroll, taxes, everything. Thank you. Please. Yeah. Give me a couple $1,000,000. Think about it. Anyway, there's my rants for the day. It is the end of the day. It is 4:36 on a Thursday. And today has been a day. Yesterday was smooth. Today, this one job here with all of these tapes from locally in Phoenix. Look at this. Look at that. Dust. Just dust, dirt, grime. And I've cleaned them all off. I don't clean the cases, but look. Just all of that. If you don't clean these tapes off, all of that crap goes inside the machines and clogs the video head. So the next tape, next problem just keeps going and going and going. If you have this stuff stored in unair conditioned in garages, attics, damp basements, you go get your stuff now out of there. Clean it off. Use some isopropyl. You need to clean this stuff. If you are sending it off to a transfer company, make sure you clean it first. It's kind of gross. I have dog hairs, pet dander, roaches, rodent droppings, hairs from God knows where on the human body that are just in there. People go, my stuff's perfectly clean. It's perfect. It's pristine. It's 37 years old. It's going to be amazing. And you get it and you're like, dude, this is gross. So please, if you do send your stuff, could you go ahead and wipe it down for me, please? Because I don't like dealing with 47-year-old gross stuff that ends up inside of my machines, all over my keyboards. I did have somebody that commented on the YouTube video and was like, hey, you need to clean your keyboards off, you know, like, dude, come here and get your duster out. Yeah, because all the stuff I touch, I clean everything and it's just filthy again. So anyway, guys, clean your stuff, get your stuff out of the garage, attic, make sure it is all pristine. And if you've got stuff and you want to get me to transfer it, you can go to gotmemories.com. Do not fill out the quote form. As I always say, if you're looking for cheap prices and you're being cheap and you just don't get it, I'm not the guy for you. If you value your stuff, you care about it, you want somebody to care just as much with passion, with reasonable pricing. I'm not gouging here by any means, but I do not compete with all these trashy companies for about 78 reasons. Yeah, so just please don't fill anything out, because I send the quotes out and the people are like, no, okay? So, and I'm very, very fair with my pricing. I'm upfront. I just had a guy that just shipped a bunch of stuff and then he's trying to negotiate with me afterwards going, oh, you know, go ahead and do it for a better price when it comes. No. I've been doing this too long. I'd rather be on the beach in Hawaii than dealing with this crap. I'm tired, but I do it. It's just like you doing your job. Are you going to do it for free? No. So same thing. Anyway, actually, while I'm here, let's get this tape and try it now. This is number 24. We're going to try and save Christmas 2008. All right. Let's go. Christmas 2008. So what do we got? 24. I'm not going to rewind that tape because it's got all that crinkled crap at the beginning. All right, here we go. Come on. There we go. Please stay stable. Okay, there we go. Boom. There we go. So that tells you this needs to be cleaned or the head replaced. And that's that. So, additionally, I got to stop this. Look at those borders there. It's 4x3. I've got this in 16x9. Oh, let me rewind this. Come on, rewind. Okay. Let's just quit this. All right. See, this is the attention to detail that you need to have doing this stuff. Okay, so 4x3, 16x9. For some reason, this HDV is coming through 4x3 and it's showing DV at the top, but it will not play. Here we go, 4x3. And again, you trolls going on about Elgato, like, I get it. But I do offer. But when I tell people this is the difference and the time involved and the file sizes, people go, nah, I'm good. There you go, economics. And I do get people that are like, you know what? What I did was Firewire, I did this, and I spent 4 years with 27 of my own personal home videotapes, and this is how I did it. Yeah, because you didn't charge anything for it. You're not a business. I could sit there and wash my car for 17 hours and clean in detail and go, that cost me $1.25. Did it? You wanted $25 to wash my car and give it a vacuum. But I did it for $1.25. It took you 17 hours. So what's your hourly billing rate at work? 75 an hour times 17. So basically it costs you $1,500 to wash your car. That's, the YouTube trolls blow my mind. Anyway, all right then guys, all the best to you out there. Gotmemories.com if you'd like to get a quote and quality work done. My Google reviews are the best you're going to find anywhere in the US, let alone the world. 314, I think, right now with a 5.0. I've got 311 5-star reviews. 1 2-star from a very picky Karen about 10 years ago, because it did take a long time when I used to have loads of staff and, you know, I was kind of building up to like, not quite legacy box, but getting there on that trajectory. Turnaround times were 6 to 8 weeks, and she was bitching about that, but everything else was great. I got a couple 4-star reviews from people that like, it was amazing, it was great, everything was but the pricing was expensive. No, it wasn't. No, I just did top quality work. And the other guy down the road that's got trashy reviews was $5 cheaper a tape. Yeah, so those are the couple. The rest of them, 5 stars. That's what you need to see. Anyway, Mick Cam just crashed.